Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Grand Detour Season 2. It's good to be back. It's been a long weekend. It's been a lot of fun. Super excited to see everyone in the chat. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. I couldn't get my BeamMP to work, but we are here as an RLS staff, an RLS team. Most of us here are in chat. Let me go ahead and get them pulled into chat here. Yeah, we're back to the Grand Detour. I'll explain what the Grand Detour is, but let's welcome in who we got first here. We got Tristan. How are you doing, Tristan?
I'm good. What's up, guys?
He's been hard at work. We'll hear from him in just a bit. McGrory, how are you doing?
Hey, Raceless. Yeah, not bad, buddy. Not bad.
And then who else do we have that's from the old trip? We got Sumo finally making it. How are you doing, Sumo?
I am great. How are you?
Good, good. And then we also have Devin, who I'm not sure if he's able to talk at the moment.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, he's here and ready. It's gonna be a good show. A lot of the other existing staff is away right now. Shout out to Shift Tab, he is traveling, and others as well. But we also have some new staff that have joined us here recently. Devin, do you want to go ahead and introduce some of them?
Yeah, so we got a bunch of new staff. We actually have one of our newest staff members here with us right now, Scrunkles, who's also a content creator, up and coming, might I add.
Heyo, how's it going?
Good to have you. It's already been, you've already made a huge difference to the team. It's super good to be a partner together, and excited to see what comes next.
Yeah, me too. I'm stoked. Thanks for hunting me down. It was quite the process to get me in here.
It was. And who else do we have, Devin?
Well, Boojay, who's not here with us right now. We have One Shot and K-Nader are all of our new staff members.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll see a lot of big changes in the Discord, more staff around, more staff present, and ultimately more projects started, finished, and I guess worked on. So we have a good show today. This is a Grand Detour. Let me go ahead and spawn in a car real quick. I have not even spawned in. Pardon the settings here. So what is the Grand Detour? It's kind of a spin-off off the Grand Tour or the Top Gear, where we talk about all things BeamMG, all things news related, go over special announcements, discuss the mods that we're working on. Think of it as kind of a podcast a bit, or even really a monthly staff update, monthly team update, where we fill you in on what's coming up in the next month. So super excited to be doing that. We'll also be doing some fun adventures, some specials, things like that. Should be a good time. But let me go ahead and pull up my notes, and then I gotta build a drift car, and we're gonna talk about this new update. Give me 1 second here. There it is. Okay. So let's start with let's actually start with what happened in the last month. So as you know, we did FDRP Season 0. We have notes taken on that and some things that's changed and adjust. But before we do a recap, I want to share with you a special film. We asked the question, what should the D-Series be allowed in Formula Drift? Take a look. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to answer a question that we've been, I guess, struggling with lately in the Formula Drift RP world. Is this the D-Series allowed to compete in Formula Drift RP? We haven't seen trucks in Formula Drift. I guess one big reason is they're not super competitive, but I don't know if there's really a rule against it. And we're going to explore. There's been a lot of people wanting to see the D-Series in competition. I figured let's try to make one in our career mode and see, you know, can it fit within the weight limits? What's it like? Does it hold any advantages or disadvantages? So first off, we need a D-Series, and the only D-Series that we have that's still kind of stock and unmodified and in storage is this red D-Series here. This was going to be Clifford. It's a D35 dually diesel. I ended up not running this truck for Clifford, so it's kind of just been sitting in storage about the whole plate. But if we were to get a D series in the drifting, it couldn't be an extended long bed. So we're gonna have to get something else. So let's go find ourselves a new D series to turn into a drift car, or drift truck, I should say. And here it is, our new D series. It's a D15. Actually has super low mileage on it. Has like 6 miles on it, so it's kind of brand new despite how old it is. It's an old farm truck variant. If we start it up, we'll hear it's actually not a diesel. Maybe it's kind of hard to hear, but it is an inline 6. Now we could go and try to build up this inline 6 into like a 2JZ build almost. I'm not sure how much power we can get out of this little inline 6. Inline 6 it is rear wheel drive. So the plan right now is just to lighten it as much as we can, get the proper set of tires underneath, and put some big power in it and see what kind of drift truck this can be. All right, here is our farm truck. It's basically just throwing an independent suspension in the rear. So we have toe adjustments. It's race suspension all around, race coilovers. We did end up going with that inline 6. Let me open it up for you. I went with a elite block and hold up scope to save some money and some. There's our X with the it went a little bit big, but it is making about 20 psi, giving it 1100 horsepower, which is more than plenty. I'm pretty happy with this build so far. The engine was pretty budget friendly, about 40,000 in the engine, another 15,000 on the frame and wheels and tires, all that fun stuff. We still have some weight to lose. We're at 2160, and I don't remember what the max kilogram is, but I think we're pretty up there. So we might try to throw in a different bed, maybe take off the bumpers. But for now, let's go for a little test drive just to see if the engine holds power well. Let's see how laggy this turbo is. Not bad at all. When I did put the rear suspension on, it was super low. I stiffened the rear springs and that helped, but it's still kind of soft. Ooh, that's a lot of oversteer. Okay, did not expect that. We do have 295s on the rear, which is what the Bastion actually runs. I think these wheels are just a little too small. We might have to go with the bigger wheel though. Cool, really likes to rotate on itself, probably because of how loose the rear end is, maybe. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep the V8. I like the idea of an inline 6, but you know, it's a truck, right? Wouldn't it make sense to do a V8? I think this is the red light camera. Let me slow down. I think we're gonna take this back. Oh, come on. I was turning right. The oversteer isn't too big of a deal. We can tune that out. Oh, I mean, it does feel good. I don't think I'll be using this in competition. I'm going to stick to the Bastion through Season 0. That's kind of just more of a proof of concept. Like, can this be allowed? Should it be allowed? I'm liking it so far. Let's do some more tweaking to it, some more tuning to it. Maybe purchase some bigger wheels. Oh, we're huffing smoke. Oh, we are overheating. We never did a radiator. Let's go get our radiator and see how it works out. All right, so we made it to the Orlando track and we brought our Pro FD car, the Bastion behind us there, and then we also brought our D series, our drift truck, and we also have McGrory as our special guest. How are you doing?
Hey, yeah, not bad. Not bad. Excited for this.
Yeah, so I ended up making a D series drift truck because I wanted to see, can the D series be competitive? What does it take to be in the Formula Drift, I guess? Because right now, as it sits, the truck is outlaw. It's not allowed, but there's been a lot of requests for it. So I built one. So I thought, you know, you could take a look at it, then we'll do some drifting together, get some tandems.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
It does sound like a whole lot of fun, but what doesn't sound great is I don't have a V8 in the truck. I do apologize.
Oh.
If we open up the hood, I'll show you what we got. It's,
oh.
Yep, it's going to close. I'll open it again. Oh. It's a inline 6. So the problem with this truck is weight, right? Okay, actually, I guess it's... Oh,
yeah.
Okay. The problem with this truck is weight. The rules right now, Formula Drift RP, is you have a max weight of 2,000 pounds. Mm-hmm. This truck, as it sits, if you have 5 liters of gas, is at 2,000 pounds. So there's no room for extra cylinders, extra oil, nothing like that. So it's just a turbocharged inline 6, the smallest one you can get, actually. And yeah, it's pretty spicy. Makes 1,000 horsepower on 30 pounds of boost, and there's room for more.
Oh, okay.
It is every race part you can imagine. Absolutely the best of the best. Billet block, absolute screamer.
That doesn't look like a race legal dashboard or a steering wheel, but
no, yeah. No. So I kept the original dashboard, and the steering wheel I haven't. It got lost in shipping. So
I see. The Adam LZ spec wheel didn't arrive. Is that?
Yeah, it's not there yet. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
A couple other little things about the truck. If you go to the back here, I couldn't afford, as far as weight-wise, the tailgate
Yeah, I could see that.
or like the bed, like the inner bed. And but I still wanted to cover it with the bed frame, and then the truck came with these wood rails. I had to keep them,
Sure.
and so yeah, I did everything I could. It's missing some glass. It still has the windshield though, so it's not crazy.
Oh, it does have the independent suspension on
It
the
has
rear.
the
That's
independent
cool.
suspension in the back, yep, and the front.
That is a game changer.
Rear-wheel drive, sequential transmission, the normal setup. Really big. I think 335s on the back, and then 285 on the front.
I think your front wheels are wider than my rear.
Well, I wanted to go for a square setup, but again, the weight. I couldn't afford bigger wheels. It's gonna be a fun truck. I say let's go take it to the track. I'll let you drive it a little bit. I'll get some laps in it, maybe do some tuning on it, because right now it's really difficult to handle, as I'm sure we'll see.
Okay, sure. Well, my car isn't fully built for Orlando yet, so it also isn't ideal, but it'll get the job done. But you say you had to go inline 6, but it's okay. I've covered the V8 noises.
That is an absolutely menacing engine. So yeah, I guess let's get some Orlando practice in and have a good time.
Sure.
Cue the music or something. After our day of testing, I came to these concluding thoughts. While the truck put up a huge fight in tuning and overall building, I think it is possible to make it really competitive. To be honest, this is one of the fastest drift builds I've come up with, but the question still stands: does a pickup truck belong in Formula Drift? All right, that was a little fun segment, a little fun episode that probably wouldn't have aired if it wasn't for this live stream. But yeah, a lot of thoughts here in the comments. I'm seeing that the D series should be allowed in FDRP. We have some more discussion. Join the discussion in the Discord as we're kind of going over all the rules before we get ready for Season 1. I do want to go over the Season 0 point standings real quick. That one ended up interesting. So we had a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, a four-way tie for 4th place. So with 100 points, we have Danny, Slammed, McGrory, and the Squirrel, all with 100 points in 4th place. So good job to them. We have Callum, who made it into 3rd place with 140 points. Shift Tab, who got 2nd place with 180 points and only attended 2 rounds, I might add. And then myself actually ended up winning the whole thing. So pretty cool thing, pretty cool stuff. It was a lot of fun. If you're into drifting, let us, join the chat, join the Discord. Love to see you out on track. If you enjoy drifting but you just aren't good at it, we could still use your support and help with judges and announcing and all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so let's go on to an update from Devin on the GT250 racing as the game lags. There it is.
So GT250 is going through some minor changes, just more quality of life stuff. So we are working on a driver's chat system that allow for better commentary, better communication between race control and the drivers, and allow for more team aspects of GT250. So spotters, engineers, what have you.
Very nice. And then there's been a ton of stuff that happened over the last month, but we should really move on to the 035 update. That's the big deal here. So we'll go around the room. I mean, what are your thoughts on 035? Let's start with McGrory.
Okay, I didn't expect that to come to me first. I wish I'd thought about
Place your order first.
Honestly, yeah. So the Sunburst is awesome, but to me, my favorite thing is actually the map changes. This drift track is sick. the new entrance, the track specifically into this sort of area that we're at just now, fantastic. The drag strip, fantastic. Honestly, what they've done to West Coast is amazing. Really happy with the changes.
You know, to add to that, my understanding is it's also increased performance too. So not only did it like we get more features and more quality, we got a better performing West Coast. At least that's the way it felt for when I dived into it.
Oh, I didn't notice, but I'm really happy to hear that. I think we'll see a lot of people in the RLS community also very happy to hear that.
Yeah. And Devin, your thoughts on 35?
You know, every time Beam releases an update, it always, to me, at least in the early stages, feels like a completely new game. The devs behind the project do a really good job of doing consistent updates and modifications to the existing vehicles, or even adding vehicles. The systems and career modes seem really thought out, but obviously they're still working on more content.
Yeah, there's a lot like on top of the hood and under the hood, especially with career, which might be fitting. Tristan, our not our eyes in the sky, but our eyes in the code. How's your experience with 35 pins so far?
Yeah, it's actually a great update from what I've seen. And I actually haven't had much hands-on with the actual driving in the car, driving the Sunburst or anything. I've seen the track many times. It all looks really cool on the map end and everything, but just in career specifically, I'm really a big fan of the whole performance index.
Yeah,
I really did like to see that addition of like testing your vehicle and getting to see that. I could see how we could incorporate that into some of the existing systems that we have.
absolutely.
And yeah, I don't know. There's a good amount of stuff done to career in the back. Like, you know, there's like a new way to store the parts. It's really just a rewrite in a sense of how the parts were stored. You're not gonna notice it, but it's big in the code. That's all I can say. Yeah, no, it's a pretty decently sized update for sure, and looks like a good bit of new cool systems. That yeah, and especially the new garage. You know, very similar to our drag paddock is all I can say.
Yeah,
It's really nice. I really like the build of it. It's super clean.
it's gorgeous. Yeah, I've really enjoyed a lot of the features. We'll talk a little bit more about it later in the stream, and I will be doing a live stream or 2 or 3 of the vanilla career playthrough, as well as making some changes. We'll show you some behind the scenes of what we're doing with the modding and whatnot. So be on the lookout for that. That will come later on this weekend next. But then who else do we have? Shrunkles, what was your first impressions of the 035 update?
I initially, as soon as the game dropped, as soon as the new update came out, my first thought was, what are the new details that I can find within the Sunburst? Because that is what I love. I love tuning, I love modifying cars, and that's the first place I went. And oh my goodness, there's so much to unpack. I don't know if any of you guys have seen my videos in the past, but I most recently became known for tuning differentials, and I'm so stoked to see that the Sunburst by default has 2 different sets of in-game differentials. So there's now helical and clutch type differentials, which means they are defined, which means that in the code there's somewhere a reason why they are defined that way. And I'm so excited to unpack that and create some discussions around all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I'll make sure to link your channel in the description at some point when we get a good break. But go check out his channel. He has some amazing tuning videos, and I guess this might be a good time to talk a little bit. Oh no, we'll do it later. We'll talk about it later. We got to tease something at the end.
Steel door.
Yeah. So is that anybody I missed? Sumo, what were your thoughts on 35?
So honestly, this is my first time playing it since it dropped. But so far, I absolutely love this track. I mean, seeing that, I've seen the videos of what they added and everything, and I'm amazed that they added as much as they did in 2 gigabytes. It's just crazy. There's so much that has been changed. And the track alone, the entrances, the strip track, I'm so excited to get to learn it more.
Yeah, I You know, I struggle to find what is my favorite about this. There's so much to do. I mean, like we mentioned before, the map changes. New drag area looks like the new drag area alone makes me want to do drag racing. Never mind the new features that there is with drag racing and how it's been improved. The new tuning tent looks gorgeous. I love it. I was so excited when I first came across this and driving in. I was like, oh my gosh, it's doing what we thought it would do, and it's just super fun. There's also some other little fun Easter egg areas that I haven't seen anybody else talk about, and we might have to go explore that in another future live stream. So with that, I think we'll get into more nitty gritty of 035 in another live stream. One thing I want to go ahead and do is share with you a little bit more about the Sunburst. So I spent a lot of time with the Sunburst. Like we all said, we really enjoy the car. It feels a lot better. It has some quirks and features, but the biggest thing I noticed is, is this going to be better than the competition, than the FCV? Because really, the FCV is what really dethroned it. I mean, it destroyed it in Rally. It destroyed it everywhere else. And so we're going to start a new segment, I think, with these Grand Detour episodes and shows. We're going to have the... I don't want to spoil it. We're going to have a new segment. Let's just go ahead and go to it.
Some say they never showed up on their driving test because they couldn't pathfind. That nobody trusts them because they constantly disappear. And that they were held back in school because they refused to learn anything. It's not the Stig, but it's the Stig's AI cousin.
Welcome to a new segment where we pit the AI against itself and see which cars can get the fastest times at the Hiroshi Raceway. Here we have the Sunburst Sport RS 2.0, the Aero Edition. Joined with me, we have Grigori.
Hey folks, how you doing?
Now we should address the elephant in the room. This is the AI driving, and we know they are known for their inconsistency and going even in a straight line. So take these race times with a grain of salt.
I would actually say that the only thing consistent about them is the fact that they are inconsistent.
I would have to agree. Well, the new Sunburst really isn't any increase in horsepower. It sure is. It sure does feel faster.
I think it's got a little bit more torque, though, doesn't it?
It might have more torque, and it might make the power more efficiently down low or something like that as it charges up the hill here.
One of the more interesting things about the new Sunburst is the whole new engine, the 2.5 flat 4. Quite a controversial sound. Some people seem to love it, some people seem to hate it. I like it. I think it could be better. I can definitely see ways to improve it, but is where it is, and I'm sure we'll have some more updates and some mod exhausts to kind of help us out with that. An interesting colour, a kind of dark bronze, but it looks like it's holding some real big speed down this straight. I like that they've split the aero off into the aero version versus just the normal RS version. Kind of gives you more freedom of choice between the two.
Yeah, it really separates the two trims. One thing I'm really happy to see is that they have refined the body but haven't really changed the styling.
Yes.
I don't think it ever really looked bad, but now it really looks like it has its makeup on.
Still iconic, but it no longer looks like a 2012 car.
All right, so gentlemen, your guesses. How fast was the vanilla Sunburst? What was that Sunburst Sunsport RS Aero 2.0, 2.5? How fast was it around the Hiroshi track, driven by an AI? Guesses?
142.11.
142.11. Okay, that's a very confident guess.
153.2.
Okay, thinking it's a little bit slower.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna go with 149.
149.
155.55.
And you guys are some real GT250 drivers. You guys know the track well. You guys are real track addicts. Any last guesses?
Just there. 158.
158. All right, we got G Argo in the chat here. 130. Camaro Cars 145. Another 135. Man, you guys are thinking it's generous. Remember, it's the AI driving. So
130 would mean that it's only 9 seconds slower than a GT250 prepped race car.
Yeah, that was a sports car there. Sports tires, I mean. So I will say we did the times for this car as well as the FCV. I'll go and pull it up now.
Got it.
Just kidding. Where is it? There it is.
Psych.
Took a second. So we have here the Sport RS2 DCT running a 150 with the Vivas
Oh,
S350Q, which is also all-wheel drive and 50 horsepower more, running a 152.
Wow, that's faster than I thought.
So there you have it.
Wow. Okay, I must say our guesses were all pretty close.
Yeah, not bad.
I think Sumo might have got the closest. Price is Right.
I think so, yeah.
We'll work on that leaderboard and get it prettier. But now let's move on to the I guess almost like maybe a little bit of a tribute to the Sunspurt. I did it again. Sunsport. Sunburst. Let's do a little rally. Let's in fact, actually, maybe we don't even have to keep it to the Sunburst. Let's look up, because there's the what are they? The NG. I think what we should do is test out the NGRC2 class. If you search NGRC2, you'll see all the class specs. Let's go gravel, since we'll be at a gravel track. Like, we got 5 options here: Bovet, SBR4, the BX, the I series, and of course the Sunburst. Chat, which one should I use? And I guess, gentlemen, go ahead and pick your cars, adjust your liveries, and then we'll head over to the rally course track here at the West Coast map.
They've got a BX. I'm freaking stoked.
I know McGrory's not choosing the BX. He's a bit tired of them.
They're great. Right? Clarify that. They are awesome, but I am so sick of seeing BXs and everything.
Yeah. All right, OEM, first one. I'm running a BX. And let's go ahead and change the color. We gotta do maybe a red and black here. So maybe a bright red there. Darker. Nice silver.
I will say it does seem like they may have taken inspiration from our rallycross classes.
The specs are pretty similar, aren't they? It's kind of spooky, which honestly, I'm just super excited to see, dev quality configs here that are at that spec. We might have to do a little bit of rebranding of just the what do we call it? The RLS RX or something like that.
Right.
We're gonna have to adjust our branding there. All right, let me go ahead. I'll change this as well.
I'm also super hyped that they have put the I series into it as well.
Really?
Because that's a car that just gets super ignored, and I love it.
It does, but to me, the I series, what kills it for me is the sound. I don't like the sound of it. It doesn't sound good to me.
That's fair. Well,
Just
you can
sounds
fix
old.
that by putting a 500 cubic inch supercharged V8 in it.
That's true. That is true.
That's my solution.
Or, most recently, we figured out we could just make our own exhausts entirely.
That's right. A little sneak peek of what we're going to talk about at the end. It's long story short, it's been a long weekend. I've been doing a lot. I have not gotten a lot of sleep. I've gotten 9 hours of sleep since Sunday morning. To put that in perspective, sleeping about an hour or two a day. I'm going to sleep after this, and you probably won't hear from me until sometime midday tomorrow. Hopefully, is the goal. But during that time, for some reason, in between like renderings and stuff like that, I was like, you know what if I just worked on the J-beams? Let me learn J-beams. And so we have a really exciting. We have some really exciting things coming up here soon. It's gonna be good fun. So
Are we doing our season 1 race 1 course?
yes, we are, and I'm trying to find how to get there. I have to learn these new roads. It's so awesome to have that problem at West Coast, something that we've driven for so long. All right.
I think you might have to take the bridge underneath the racetrack to get there properly. I'm not sure how to.
Yes.
I am absolutely removing the sunstrip. I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, you're first person. It is cool that they have these sun strips though.
Oh, Devin's taking a shortcut.
Oh, I guess we gotta start up at the starting line up the top there. I didn't say anything, you're a racer. You said it. Give the I-Series a 5-cylinder and watch your pants.
There's a hole. There's a hole in the wall.
So I think we normally started over here, didn't we? Man, this antenna is something else. It's about the height of the car. So Strunkles probably isn't familiar with the layout.
I am not. No.
If you guys want to line up on me, we'll do a quick little sight lap and do a little shootout. See which one of these cars are the best, or who's the best driver. Hey, come here, cars. You have a good one. Thanks for joining. Thanks for staying so late too. Trio S, I know you're staying late as well. Really appreciate it. And again, apologize for the late start. We're going to talk about the career stuff at the end of this. So go back and watch that, but then it'll be an ongoing conversation for the next couple days for sure. All right, and I don't have names. Dude, I think I got some Gregori's I-Series next to me.
Yep.
Is that your BX there, Skrunkles?
Yes, sir.
And is that you, Devin, behind me?
I am en route.
Okay, you're en route. That's a
I am.
sumo. All right. Tristan, I assume, is not driving with us. He's, believe it or not, working on something. For those of you who think about trying the career mod, don't waste your time. The game's not even going to load in. You won't even get to the first screen. It's been a long fight just to get back to that. So I would suggest if you're having an issue, take the mod out of your folder. Just get it out. We'll let you know when it's semi-working. Oh, the SPR4, very nice. All right, Devin, as he gets that turned around, let's just do a quick sight lap. So this is the start here. These cars will really be able to be flat out through all this. We're gonna stay left at the park.
I'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry.
All right, you start with this big sweeping right-hander. I feel like those billboards might be new. I could be wrong. Sometimes it's hard to see everything that's been updated. You're gonna stay left. Get super bouncy at super high speed. Then stay left again.
Turn off.
And over the jump. It's very nice. Everyone landing very nice. Then as we come through here, we get a little bit of grip, only to lose it again. And a big sweeping right corner. Not the power I wanted to pull out of it. And then over to the right, going to some steep banking, which feels steeper than I remember. I don't know what's really new and what's not. It's been a while since I've driven this. Then another left. Normally we have like all the cones and stuff lined up. It's weird without the cones. And this is the Joker. I'm going to stop here in the middle. Right is the normal track, and then left is the Joker lap. I'll say that again as people come back there. So yep, the right is the normal track, left is the Joker, which then you would take another right after this. And here we go. That's a lap. Finish line is... Where's the finish line? I guess it's over the concrete.
Actually,
Yeah, it's on the bridge.
There we go. Look at these lined up. A little friendly competition. See which of the staff is fastest. Just kidding. We all know who's fastest.
It won't be me. I know that much.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Who knows who's the fastest? I had no
Well,
idea.
certainly not going to be Raceless. Oh.
It's okay. Chat, I'm still wondering what my name means too. The great irony of I love racing games. What's your name? Raceless. It's like, huh? Finished the career. You finished your career save the same day they put first teaser out. Nice.
Grunkles, that was a really clean turnaround.
Thank you, sir. Unless that was...
No, I was being
You know the
serious. We
word.
didn't hit each other, which was funny.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna let you guys start in front. I wanna watch this action.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone else. gonna go slow as all hell.
Okay, so start in right lane. Got it.
Okay, is someone gonna count us in?
Do we have slash start working?
No idea. I'll try.
Okay, yeah, give it a shot.
Okay, right. Slash start. As I roll
Wow,
back.
big win. Here we go. Let's do 3 laps. 3 laps.
Go.
Hey, how many laps?
3.
Come on. Get up
So
here, boy.
it's very clear the BXs struggle off the line.
I definitely remember the track.
Gregory with a big lead. Sumo going in wide. Devin learning how to use his
Sorry,
wheel
Devin.
again. SBR4 with that rear engine wave.
That sunburst is rapid, by the way. Oh, Angie taking a shortcut, but
Yeah,
Alright,
I
not quite.
definitely remember the track too.
It's hard when we don't have the setup, the cones.
I'm just gonna give you the lead for that.
oh, you don't have to. But this is
I will say these BXs
I
are
crashed.
they're pretty grippy.
Right,
Yeah, that's pretty important.
and left. I totally messed up.
The real race here is who can remember the track. I'm gonna follow Sumo into
Oh,
not take
I
the
have-
Joker.
I have serious mechanical issues. That's why I messed up.
So left side is the Joker, and then you take a right at the fence.
At the really strong hairpin.
Yeah.
I don't remember a fence
Got it.
over there, but maybe you're somewhere else. Sumo getting lost again.
Oh, dang it.
I have no idea where I am.
I blew my induction system.
I know you take this here. Hold on, I'll figure it out.
I really like this BX. I wasn't sure how I'd like it.
Maybe the real race is the turns we made along the way.
When you take a...
Oh!
I'm out of your way. I'm out of your way.
You're going the wrong
Anyway,
way.
I'm out of your way. I'm out of your way. Oh, the sharp hair, they right here.
No,
Oh, that
you.
makes way more sense now.
Here, I'm gonna take the Joker right now. You might see me come out of it. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, this is the Joker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, I stalled it. No. Oh, I missed a gear. Launching in 4th.
Let's see. I got it. Officially on my second lap, boys. I'll be there eventually.
Let's go. How am I leading right now? This just doesn't make sense.
It's impressive.
It's all the cars.
Well, he's in the what do they call it? The cover car, the poster car for this update, the Sunburst.
Yeah.
Stay
That's
left.
right,
Stay
we're all
left.
just letting him win to
I-
represent the good car.
I actually got paid to make sure the Sunburst won. Oh,
Sorry,
oh, you're good.
we're losing it.
All right, so that is the finish line there, and now we're doing the final lap. I think that my count's correct.
Taking a right. Taking a left.
Sounds like you got it.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, hey, I have no idea what to do. I think I left here. Yeah.
Yes.
And then if you continue left,
Yep, correct.
and then you take a sharp right,
You'll be just in time for the merge,
perfect.
or a little late. That's fine. It's the merge. You got it. All right, I got to reel in Sumo here. What is this? He's just keeping that gap.
This car is phenomenal. I might have to
Right at the end. No. Put the power down. Ooh, that's a sketchy jump. Cars are starting to take a beating. That's a wheel. Get it rotated. Get it rotated.
Dynamic alignment now.
Oh, just at the last second.
Blind.
That was fun.
When I hit that jump a little wonky, it definitely messed up my alignment.
Yeah, it did.
That was awesome.
All right, let's just file up here. Repair your cars. I want to show you guys a secret I found that I haven't. Oh, did I tell anybody? I don't think I showed anybody yet.
Right.
Rolling over the line is amazing. Yeah, that's the only way to finish. Justin, good to see you in the chat. I saw you earlier. Who are we missing?
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
I promise.
Oh, you're still finishing your race. That's right. Sorry.
I was a whole lap behind.
I forgot about that.
What happened? Ah!
Here it is.
Beautiful.
Representing BX in all its glory.
Okay.
All right, follow me. I want to show you one of the little. I don't know if it's not an Easter egg. I think it's really cool though, and I need to get maybe chat's involvement here on what we should do with what I found. And I have to think about how to get there. Yeah, it's this way. It's kind of cool. All the rally cars like on the street, like it feels like a real sponsored event where they're all similar and imagine like a little parade, city parade.
Sick drift. Sick drift.
Yes.
Probably could have gone the other way.
I held that for so long.
Oh, nope.
Ooh, sorry, I get.
I'm gonna slow up.
I may have found a fire hydrant there. Just checking the integrity of it.
Yeah, and then I found you.
Rest in peace, Seal Brick Garage. Should the Seal Brick Garage come back?
Oh.
I think it should.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Or we should use the new building editor to come up with a new house.
We could,
Make
but
something real special.
that would take some real time. I wonder if other people can make buildings though and submit them. That would be interesting.
I would love to do that.
It should be possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Wait, are we about to become the people who tell people not to delete their levels folder?
That's gonna be first. We're gonna have to do a class, and class 1 is the levels folder and how it works.
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting pretty close. I gotta see the second half of this. Oh, Sumbo's joining suit. Oh. That was probably pretty cinematic if I was closer.
How did it? That was pretty sick. That was. Nobody touched each other. No, we didn't. We didn't hit one another.
So, I'm gonna be. Turn those lights on again. Eee, those are bright. Dang, gosh. Okay, so I'm going on a limb here because when I discovered this, I was like, I don't think this was here before, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
okay, I knew I told you, yeah. I think.
Still buy it, but yeah.
Well, there's a couple ways I think. Eventually, it'll stand out again. There's a new area over here in the redwood forest.
Oh.
It's tucked away, hard to see. First thing you'll notice is I got rear-ended, and then second thing you'll notice is, does this not look different to you?
This was here.
No, I know it was here, but like,
for a while.
but the driveway.
I think it's yeah.
Driveway's a bit different, right? So I got to thinking,
Yeah.
what else is different around here? And if we keep looking to our left, here it is. Tucked away, hidden, is a whole network of trails.
Whoa! Look at this.
Yup.
Oh, these 100% were not here.
Right?
This is cool.
This is going to be dangerous.
And there's different ways you can go. I mean, look at this. Look around. Look around. Little hill
like a
climb over there.
What's going on here?
That's a four-way intersection we just went through.
Sweet.
Absolutely
We can make it,
gorgeous.
guys. We can make it up the hill.
Yeah, we shouldn't stop. Little lookout.
Oh, this is cool.
So the question is, what do we do here? Do we
Take lots of photos.
for sure? But do we keep a lot of the road kind of smooth and allow for rally? Do we add some rocks, some rocky terrain, add some rock crawling here, or just overall rougher terrain for like, I don't know, you have to have a semi-lifted stock truck to get through?
Oh my.
A lot of options.
The other trails
Leave it as a rally course.
Leave it as a rally course so that we have the rally option.
But thank you later for it.
All right.
Oh, I thought too.
Okay, I don't know what I mean by this. Hello. I don't know exactly what I mean by this, but could we make this like a trail that would actually make the Orata worthwhile owning?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, the Errata would be really good on this.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Is like, you know, it's nothing crazy, but something fun.
Yeah, like a little bit more than
Utah.
a rally course, but not quite rock climbing. That's where a side by side, you know, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah. Jack
really
is
comes in.
Jack is
But-
suggesting we do lots of time trials. Yeah, we need to do time trials, and I said before that we would bring back the AI missions that I took out a while ago. So those will be making some form of return. I'll do my best. They're kind of... It's hard because you can spend an hour trying to get something to work and it never ends up working, or you can spend 10 minutes and it turns into a great event. So we'll definitely look into some of that stuff. But yeah, so I guess the other thing too is, you know, well, actually, let's talk about that in a future stream. We'll talk about it later. Let's
you
move.
keep leaving
I know
loud.
there's so many.
Sorry.
There's so many things going on. There's so many pots on the stove. And speaking of pots on the stove, let's talk about upcoming, I guess, events, releases, announcements we have for April. The first one I want to talk about is actually, let me go ahead and pull it out. So like I said, I learned a lot of J-Beam stuff, and I was actually talking to Shift Tab about, we've had this idea for a little bit of time, and sometimes there's just parts that we just wish we had, but we don't, right? We normally rely on mods, like, oh, maybe this mod will make it work or make it better.
There you go.
So after what we've learned is that, one, this is a lot simpler than I ever thought it would be, and we started making our own parts. So they're gonna be under a brand. Let's see. Let's go with. You see a couple sneak peeks here. The brand is Race Tab. If you get it, it's like Shift Tab and Raceless combined. There's that or Shiftless, and it didn't make a lot of sense. So Race Tab. Different turbochargers, different parts. Because the first thing we really came to the conclusion of is that, you know, these sunbursts, you can only make about 600 horsepower before nitrous. That's not enough for a pro drift build, and so if we ever want to use these for a pro drift car and take them to Orlando and such, then we need some better parts. And I thought, you know what, let's just make it ourselves. So this will be going into beta very soon. We have several different engine blocks, different turbochargers, different ECUs, launch control, boost mapping, fun stuff like that. One thing that I'm really excited of is Scrunkles has gotten into the game a bit. Oh, I gotta apply my settings, that's why. And Scrunkles, you want to talk about the exhaust of the Sunburst real quick?
Yeah. So the moment I got into the game, I loaded up. Well, the second moment, because the first moment was looking at all the different parts I could put on. The second moment was me driving around, and I noticed that I absolutely despised of the sound of the new Sunburst. I did not like it for whatever reason. And I was complaining to Raceless about it, and he's all, well, actually, we figured out we could just change those values. So I was like, no, really? That's freaking sick. So I got to work making some adjustments to the sound, which turns out it's super, super simple. I was not expecting it to be as easy as it is to, well, okay, it's hard to get it to sound correct. It's hard to get it to sound just right, but it's really easy to save it as a particular part, which you can then make as a separate mod and then apply to whatever you'd like. So I spent, I don't know, how long did it take? 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't long
maybe?
at all.
And I came up with what I think is the best sounding exhaust for this Sunburst that I possibly could have in that amount of time. I brought in a lot more of those mid-range notes. I dropped some of those higher raspy notes that I did not like in the original exhaust. And what you get now is this super throaty and guttural exhaust that I can't imagine why it's not in the base game. But it sounds like something straight out of a Need for Speed game. It just needs a little bit more of those burbles, maybe some pops and bangs and stuff, and it's off to the freaking races, man. This sounds amazing.
Yeah, so keep in mind, all these parts are a very rough draft. They're really a product of today. I started it this morning, so that's how rough draft it is. They are functional and they're doing things. There's ways to make big horsepower, you know, like a drag build, a rally build. It's now here. These will be going into the Discord somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. But be on the lookout for that. This is definitely going to be something that really grows throughout the coming months, too, as we're like, oh, you know what? I wish we had the Grand Marshal had a higher revving V8. Let me go do it kind of thing. But with the exhaust system, exhaust is something that's very personal. And I think we can come up with some kind of maybe competition or submission deal where if you guys want to make your own custom exhaust sound and get it into the mod and get it into your career, one, it's super easy to do on your own, but we can also add it as a big pack, and then we can have the credits of like, oh, we're running the K Bergen exhaust on our Corvette or something. I don't know. But real quick, let me just show you how to do it. So pick whatever car you're in, hit F11. You're going to go to World Editor. I'm going to load for a second. I already had it up, but if you don't have it up, you can go to Window up here. Under Audio, you have the Engine Audio Debug, or you can even go into like Search Audio. Open that up. Open it up. There we go. And if I start my engine, you'll hear we can change all kinds of sounds. So, excuse the red line, but I'm going to put in red line just so you can hear the differences. That wasn't a great one. Change different frequencies, the muffling, how loud it is. That sounds like that sounds interesting. So you get the idea. So once you've made your settings and you like what you have, all you gotta do is hit this copy to clipboard. It's gonna spit out some code. Literally just paste this into a text document, paste it into a chat message, paste it into the submission area that we're gonna open up here in a few hours probably. And you can submit your audio for your given car. Just make sure you explain what the car is for and probably the exhaust that you built it off of. Actually, no, you wouldn't even need to do that. No, we can put it to wherever we want. So, super cool feature. Love to see what kind of exhaust notes you guys come up with either the Sunburst or other cars. And yeah, we'll make a pretty cool car mod customization pack. The one thing we don't have in our I guess our abilities yet is really quality, really good Blender work, 3D modeling. A few of us are dabbling into it, but 3D modeling is definitely one of those things that it takes a real skill and an art. So if you're into 3D modeling, talk to us, let us know. We're looking for a lot of 3D models. But yeah, Racetab or Skrunkworks or whatever brand, there's gonna be some new car parts. That should also help with like GT250, other car motorsport stuff that we do. Maybe we can do some homologated engines, things like that. So super cool. This team is now sponsored by Shiftless. That's funny. Okay, let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Let's quickly talk about Discord and motorsport events. Historically, the Career Collection has always been kind of the sole mods of multiplayer. We're going to get away from that. We're going to make sure the collection still works in multiplayer and is still offered in our multiplayer servers, but we're now going to be introducing other mods that really don't fit into career mode, but really enhance the certain motorsport they're needed for. So Formula Drift will get some more Formula Drift dedicated mods. GT250 will get more GT250 dedicated mods, and so forth. Really opening up the multiplayer servers. We might come out with some new servers too. I don't know if we'll get that done in April, but really just having a home for all these motorsport events and allowing them to flourish in the way, in the best possible way they could, in the best possible light. Other than that, I guess I'll turn it over to some of our motorsport leaders. Devin, is there anything that you can, I guess, have us expect in April with race events?
So currently we're doing qualifying for Season 1, Race 3 at Zero Parklands. That's a track made by one of the community members that goes by the name of Track Brosive. Then we have another event coming, I believe, in a couple weeks after that. So if you guys want in to the April 6th race, qualifying is open.
Then I know we have some people
working on Rallycross as well.
Yes, Rallycross. I'm really excited for that. Of course, we're going to have to hit that hard with this new Sunburst. I really want to see the Sunburst versus the FCV in the Rallycross events. Should be a really good time. Any other events that I know? I mean, there's always events in there, events that pop up, fun things. Gregory?
Yeah, I have an event coming up. This Saturday, April 5th at 5 p.m. No, wait, that's 5 p.m. local. So that would be, what, 12 p.m. EST? Yeah,
I have no idea.
EST. I'll need to double check that because times keep changing, which just no idea. But yeah, so 5 p.m. local to me in the UK, but I think 12 p.m. EST. And we are going to be doing Escape the Flood. I've custom made some cars. I've tested it to within an inch of its life. I've really kind of worked out the schedule here. I've had a few of our friends hop in the server and help me out with the testing. Them have said they love it and they can't wait for the full event. So yeah, if you're interested in playing Escape the Flood with some of the RLS crew and their friends, just join the Discord and sign yourself up to be part of McGrory Games 2 The Flood.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Again, lots of things going on in the Discord. Also, the home of the Patreon. Whoa, that was clean, Sumo. Well, hopefully it was on purpose. Obviously, our betas, all of our mods and work go into betas into the Patreon or YouTube Bronze membership, depending on the tier. So if you're interested in getting day one access, first looks, go check those areas out. We'll be better at posting in Patreon as well of everything that's getting updated. Before we talk about career, because that's obviously a really big topic, one of my favorite topics, let's talk about the other YouTube creators that we have here in the Discord. I want to leave some space for all you guys to maybe talk about what you have going on or coming up in the in your YouTube channels, scenes to look forward to. Rory, Sumo, Shift Tab isn't here. Shrunkles, I don't know if you guys have anything to share, contribute, anything you want to say.
Which one do you want to take the first swing?
Let's
Do you want to relinquish the first swing?
I want to relinquish the first swing. You guys duke it out.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah, I guess I'll go first. Hi, I'm Shrunkles, for anyone who doesn't know. I recently found success on YouTube in terms of just gaining momentum, but I've been doing this for roughly the last 9 years. And my channel has been all about variety, making sure I'm playing exactly the type of games that I really want to be playing at that moment in time. But as of late, it's been really focused on tuning in BeamNG and making these cars go faster than they ever should have previously. And that takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of patience and a lot of know-how. And so far, the RLS crew has been a huge place for me to get information and be able to test different things out. It's been amazing. I'm so very thankful that I've found this community to live in. But yeah, I plan to do more deep dives on tuning, more variety on different games that I like to play in the future. And I think I'll leave it at that. I'll hand it off to whoever wants to go next.
Sure, I'm up for it. So I am McGrory. I've only been doing YouTube for like 4 or 5 months. But yeah, I mean it's going great, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm getting more into editing and things like this. So I'm hoping that over the next few weeks you might see some hopefully pretty nicely edited videos, but still learning. But yeah, I mean, most of my content is just RLS based, whether it's covering some of the RP events that we either take part in by actually racing, or marshalling events, or just generally being around for the laugh, But yeah, I do a lot of career in Beam with the RLS career overhaul. I review new mods that come out. Basically anything to do with Beam, I'm kind of there and involved. And I have been staff at RLS for about 4 months now.
Yeah,
3 months. And yeah, we've all become really close friends. So I kind of, every so often you might see Shifty or Raceless or hopefully Scrunkles, since we're not kind of hanging about a lot more. Kind of showing up on my channel as little guest features, which is crazy because they're like way bigger than me.
It'll be all fun. But now you're also working on, for those who enjoy Drag Weeks, you're doing a little drift deal, aren't you?
I am, yes. So same format. We put out a challenge about a week or so ago to build basically as if you want to compete in real life drift week that people like Chelsea Donofa and Adam LZ and all that take part in. It's Facebook Market. You go on to the private dealer in the RLS career overhaul, buy yourself a car and build it for drifting for under $30,000. I made a car and was immediately embarrassed when the community came out with cars with literally twice the horsepower. So I then put out another video giving it a shot to see just what I could get now that the community kind of inspired their ideas. Safe to say I've got an upgrade coming, guys. So when it comes to filming, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. In fact, Angie is currently in the car that he built for the upcoming channel.
Ooh, let me go find it real quick.
I've been working on that video. I've been working on trying to get a lot better with cinematics and stuff. That's why I haven't posted in a little while. It is a lot more work than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But it has been a ton of fun to learn about it, and I was actually getting ready to post in the next few days here, but obviously with the new update and everything, that kind of got pushed to the back burner for now, but I am excited to keep working on it, and I might be maybe working on a video on liveries soon. I'm trying to make sure everything's still working here in 0.35, and that's kind of where I'm at with my content. It's been a ton of fun learning how to do all of this, though, and getting a bunch of new skills with editing and making the videos look better and all that. Which also, massive shout out to all the homies in the Discord trying to help me through all this and 900 questions. It's been so much fun to be part of this community and just learn and watch it all grow.
Yeah, you really have picked up the livery editing. If you guys are interested in liveries and custom liveries, go check out his channel. Go check out what he has. He's currently building my FDRP livery, so I'm super excited to see that. I've seen a couple sneak peeks of it. It's gonna be so good. Besides that, I think that wraps up everyone there. Should we talk about career overhaul? Are you ready? Is everyone ready? I know we've been kind of teasing that towards the end. Tristan, what do you? I want to have you lead the discussion here on this.
Well, let's start to say career overhaul is down for now. Been hard at work getting it back up. Really, I'm hoping to try to get something here soon within the next couple of hours, but might turn into an early morning tomorrow thing. Don't expect to get it today, but tomorrow when you get home from work, I can say that anyone who is a beta member could expect something. It's not gonna be perfect, but next week is when I think we will be fully ready to get a public release of the 3.5 patch. It won't be a big, substantial update. It's really just going to be a patch for 3.5, and then we're going to really get into the groove of things. And I think, let's just say me and Raceless have cooked up some really good ideas here, and I think we're going to get to work on those for the first update of after 3.5. So look forward to new content, new ways to drive your car, well, new purposes for your car, it's a new gameplay style. Allows for... we've all gotten bored of the game at times, and I think this is gonna, get us back into the game a little bit.
Yeah, and not only are we having new ways of driving, we'll also be going to some new places. Italy is expected to come to public free release in April. We're trying to get it as early as possible, but obviously there's a lot of work that has to come first. We have to polish some things. And I like to be clear about the Patreon and where things are going to go, and that way you're kind of informed on if you want to subscribe and put your money down. The Hiroshi Speedway will be going into the silver membership out of gold membership. So if you've been waiting for that track, I would just hold out a little longer. It's going to come probably when Italy drops. We'll kind of shift everything down. And then when we get closer, we'll talk about what's coming new to Gold. So, really excited. We have a lot of work ahead of ourselves. It's a lot of fun work though. There's a lot of different projects, a lot of different things. It's gonna be good. Any final thoughts, final updates? Like I said before, I will be going live tomorrow, and we'll be playing the career mode and talking more about some changes. I want to do more live streams showing you how to do some of these changes, terrain edits, things like that. So you'll be live with me when we put some of our own terrain back into West Coast. But I guess anything else from the staff that we want to talk about before we end it here?
I just want to give a massive shout out to you and Tristan for all the work you guys put in. This has been amazing. Like, genuinely, this is so much fun.
I appreciate it.
It's amazing how much support we get, honestly.
Really,
it's great that we get to do this. You know, it's hard work at times, especially like today, but it's worth it when we get to see how many people support us, and you know, especially how much this team has grown and how much different specialties we have here. It's great that we're turning into like more of like a bigger thing where we can actually get a lot more accomplished.
Yeah, I remember when it was just you and I.
Mods and liveries.
It was all through Discord messages. You know, everything was through like a DM, and now we have a whole Discord with 3,036. Was it 3,600, 3,700 people? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it
That
may
is
be
crazy.
a little bit more than that.
No, we just hit 37 today.
Oh, okay, fair.
Nice.
Nice. Well, I'm not sure if it's a little too early to announce, but I guess we could just wait later. But you know,
Go ahead.
I think more career maps will be coming, and we'll be allowing and showing how to make your maps career compatible, so we can actually get more on career overall.
That's right. So career essentially can theoretically go to any map, assuming that map creator has added a few things, and we'll work with them to make sure they get them implemented well. We'll be showing all of it. A lot of, if you guys are close to the project or ever looked into the code, you'll notice that a lot of things we build, it's not just building a feature, but we also build a tool along with it. Free roam events are a great example. It's actually the same exact system that works in single player that we use in multiplayer for timing, and just, you know, this whole map migration process. We've learned a lot, and we're really excited to share it with other creators and allow for other expansions. And so expect that throughout, probably a little bit towards the end of April, I'd say. There's going to be a big live stream this month, that's for sure.
I agree. You know, it's going to be great to have more mod creators working towards, you know, just a better career experience overall. You know, we'll be making the features and the cool things, but I bet there's going to be people putting those features onto new places, and it's going to be a great thing to experience.
That's right. So join the Discord, get in the discussion, leave your suggestions, leave your feedback, especially beta members. Please bug test. Let us know, you know, what goes wrong, what's not working. It's amazing how you change one thing and something 5 things over gets completely destroyed, and it's something you would never really go back and test. So let us know in the Discord any issues you have. With that, I think that's going to be our return of the Grand Detour Season 2. Again, this is going to be like a monthly deal where we talk about the future, talk a little bit about the past, and show off some cool things. But thanks so much for everyone watching, and you guys take care.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everyone.